It's really interesting, and it's a great. It's almost like we practice this. Great segue to my next question, which was, you're really quite unique in the way, everyone across the Hive speaks very highly of you, and I think it's interesting because I've had a lot of experience, right, across the portfolio companies, and in particular some where I knew from previous lives, and the consistency by which people, unaided, when your name comes up, are like just oh, incredible high praise, smart, nice, use the word trust, etc. That's no easy feat, in probably any part, but in particular dynamics of sometimes Silicon Valley and tech. There's a lot of hefty personalities, and polarization is a term that often comes up. So what's the secret sauce, man?
The short answer might be that, first of all, it took time. Like I said, I really had to build trust. I remember conversations with people in the early days where, hey, if I tell you this, are you going to run and tell Tom? So I think people have to know they can trust you. I think people have to also believe that you have their best interest at heart. I'm a pretty low ego person, and so I'm not trying to sort of jump the parade or get in anybody's way. I really just want to be helpful. And I think that, the last thing I was going to say is it sounds trivial and trite, but you just also have to be helpful. I remember
Mm-hmm.
one of our salespeople was going to have a call at 4 a.m. with some global enterprise where they were going to have people show up from New York and India and all of these places. The only time we could get the call scheduled was 4 a.m. And they needed a lawyer to show up, and obviously getting an outside lawyer to show up at 4 a.m. would be difficult. And he asked me, "Hey, can you show up with your lawyer hat on?" And did I want to take that call? No, of course not. Was I there? You bet. So I think people knowing that you've got their back, that you want what's best, and then maybe just to add one more thing, also that you're going to be straight with them, right? So I'm not always going to say the rosy thing, but I'll let you know what I'm thinking. I'll give you my honest point of view. I'll give it to you um, within the backdrop of me wanting you to be successful and wanting us to be successful. But I'm a straight shooter, and hopefully, it's clear to people that there are no sort of games or ulterior motives, and we can just have really, really open conversations. And ultimately, after working with people long enough, I think they realize that they can trust me.